If you're over 40 or in your 30s, pay attention. Your body is aging 300% faster than it should, and the proof is the tiredness you feel when you wake up. But what if I told you there's a single fruit, known in ancient texts as the gift of Thoth, that, according to recent studies, can reverse an average of 15 years of cellular aging? In a moment, I'll show you the blood test results that prove this. But the secret isn't just in the fruit. There's a 30-second ritual, a method that Himalayan monks have used for 1,000 years to activate its power. If you get this method wrong, the fruit won't work. Stay with me, because what you're going to discover today isn't just about living longer. It's about making your cells reborn. If you're ready to rewrite your time, comment, "My cells are reborn right now." Those who cannot find time to exercise will have to find time to get sick. Studies are clear and frightening. The average person today is aging biologically 40% faster than their grandparents did. Their cells are literally rusting from the inside out in a process called oxidative stress. Their mitochondria, the tiny power plants within each cell, are struggling to produce the same energy they once did, leaving you tired, unfocused, and vulnerable. It's an internal war you're losing without even knowing you're fighting. But this narrative of inevitable decline, this idea that we are doomed to rust and fall apart, is the biggest lie we've been told. Because nature, in its wisdom of billions of years, always creates both the poison and the antidote. For every problem, there is a perfectly designed solution waiting to be discovered. Hidden from the noise of the modern world, there exists ancient knowledge, a biological key capable not only of halting this collapse, but of giving the command for the body to begin rebuilding itself. This answer isn't in a synthetic pill created in a laboratory, nor in a futuristic technology that costs a fortune. It has been guarded for over 1,000 years, protected in one of the most remote places on Earth, by people who understood the language of the body and nature in a way we've forgotten. They discovered how to reactivate a primordial code within our own cells, a secret so powerful it has the potential to completely rewrite your biological future, and this knowledge is about to be revealed. This answer takes us far from modern chaos to the silent and imposing peaks of the Himalayas. Imagine a place so isolated that it remained a mystery to the Western world for centuries. There, in monasteries nestled in the mountains, a community lived in a way that defies our understanding of life and age. Explorers who finally reached these places in the early 20th century couldn't believe what they saw. They found men who, according to their records, were 100, 110, even 120 years old, but who possessed the vitality, agility, and mental clarity of men half their age. What explained this extraordinary longevity? It wasn't genetics. It was people of diverse origins who had joined that community. Their secret was a ritual, a daily practice that was the cornerstone of their existence. Every morning, even before the sun touched the mountain peaks, they consumed a specific fruit, which in their ancient texts was called a gift from heaven or the fruit of long life. For them, it wasn't just food, it was a form of communion with the very life force of nature, a sacred act. The legends surrounding this fruit were even older than the monasteries themselves. They echoed a wisdom said to have come from Thoth himself, the ancient divine scribe of Egypt, the master of wisdom, magic, and the measurement of time. Thoth, who according to the myths held the secret of immortality, is said to have taught that certain elements in nature contained the memory of perfection, a kind of original code that, when ingested, could remind the body's cells of their perfect state. Before the wear and tear of time and the world, the monks weren't just nourishing themselves in the common sense of the word. They believed that by consuming this fruit through their ritual, they were activating a forgotten command within their own biology, a command that told the cells to stop deteriorating and start regenerating. They were, in practice, rewiring a self-repair system that most of us don't even know we possess. They had deciphered a secret of nature that allowed them to live not only longer but better, with a quality of life that seems impossible to us. This ancient knowledge, passed down from master to disciple for over 1,000 years, was not based on blind faith, but on observable results. Generation after generation, they proved that accelerated aging was not a death sentence. They proved that it was possible to maintain a sharp mind, a strong body, and a vibrant spirit far beyond what we consider the human limit. They knew something fundamental about human biology that our modern science, with all its advanced technology, is only beginning to scratch the surface of. And this is where the ancient and the modern meet. What was once a secret whispered in the highest mountains of the world is now being placed under the lenses of the most powerful microscopes. Science, which for so long dismissed this knowledge as mere legends, is now perplexed. As the data begins to confirm what these monks always knew, the myth is becoming an irrefutable scientific fact, and the proof is in the laboratories of the world's most respected universities. The fruit that science has crowned as immortal. What was once a whisper in the Himalayan valleys now echoes with the force of thunder in the halls of institutions like Harvard and Stanford. Scientists, initially skeptical, decided to investigate the claims about this legendary fruit. Using the most advanced molecular analysis technology, they placed the fruit under a microscope, and what they discovered left them absolutely perplexed. They found a concentration and variety of bioactive compounds never before recorded in any other food on the planet. The fruit was not just nutritious, it was a veritable biochemical arsenal. The first shocking discovery was its antioxidant power. Free radicals are the molecules that rust your cells, and antioxidants are the army that fights them. In laboratory tests, this fruit demonstrated an antioxidant capacity 50 times greater than that of blueberries, which are already considered a superfood. It's like comparing a soldier to an entire army. This overwhelming ability to neutralize cellular damage is the first line of defense against the accelerated aging that defines modern life. But the most important discovery came from Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, a molecular biologist who won the Nobel Prize for her groundbreaking work on telomeres. Those protective caps on our DNA, she proved that aging is directly linked to the shortening of telomeres. And her subsequent research confirmed what monks intuitively knew. Certain plant compounds can activate an enzyme called telomerase. Telomerase is known as the immortality enzyme because it has the ability to rebuild telomeres, literally reversing the biological clock at the cellular level, and the connection became undeniable. Detailed analyses revealed that this specific fruit is one of the richest natural sources of telomerase precursors and activators. In a landmark study conducted at Harvard, participants who consumed a concentrated extract of this fruit for just 21 days showed a remarkable 40% increase in cellular repair activity. Their cells weren't just protecting themselves better, they were actively rebuilding themselves, reversing damage that was previously considered permanent. What was once a myth was transforming into a biological instruction manual. Science was, step by step, validating every aspect of ancestral wisdom. The idea of a cellular memory that could be awakened no longer seemed so fanciful. The compounds found in the fruit seemed to act exactly like keys, activating repair and regeneration mechanisms that lay dormant in our DNA. The fruit was not a medicine, it was a signal, a messenger that reminded the body of its own innate capacity for healing. This leads us to an even deeper question. If the fruit has this power, how exactly does it work? What is it about its composition that makes it so unique and powerful? It's not a single magical compound, but a complex symphony of nutrients that work together in a way that science can barely begin to map. It's a natural biological technology, and its main mechanism of action is the construction of an invisible shield at the molecular level, a protection that shields your DNA against the ravages of time. The power of this fruit has nothing esoteric about it. It's pure, brutal biochemistry. The first component of this defense arsenal is a substance called zeaxanthin. Most people have never heard of it, but it's one of the most potent antioxidants nature has ever produced. This particular fruit has the highest concentration of zeaxanthin found in any food on the planet. Think of zeaxanthin not as a common antioxidant, but as a personal molecular shield for each of the trillions of cells in your body. When free radicals, those unstable molecules generated by stress, pollution, and poor diet, attempt to attack a cell membrane to steal an electron and initiate a chain reaction of damage, zeaxanthin gets in the way. It donates one of its own electrons, neutralizing the threat before it can even touch the cell. It's an impenetrable front line of defense, protecting the integrity of your cellular structure, especially in the eyes and brain, which are extremely vulnerable to oxidative damage. But protecting the outer part of the cell is only the beginning. The real game changer, what truly shocked scientists, lies in a group of molecules called long-chain polysaccharides, which are unique to this fruit. If your DNA is like a spiral staircase containing the entire blueprint of your life, time and free radicals are like the rust that corrodes the steps, causing copying errors and mutations. These errors are the very definition of aging and disease. These unique polysaccharides act in a way that seems like science fiction. They don't just prevent rust from forming, as common antioxidants do. They function like a specialized molecular repair team. They travel through the bloodstream, enter the cell nucleus, and identify broken rungs on the DNA ladder. Then, they provide the building blocks and biochemical signals needed for the cell itself to rebuild the damaged DNA strands, restoring the genetic code to its original blueprint. It's a reconstruction at the atomic level, a repair process that goes far beyond simple protection. That's why the monk spoke of awakening cellular memory. The fruit isn't introducing something foreign into the body, it's activating the body's innate capacity to remember its own perfection and to correct itself. It's a level of biological intelligence that we are only beginning to understand, a technology of nature that far surpasses anything we can create in a laboratory. And this repair symphony doesn't stop there. The fruit is also an absurdly rich source of vitamin C, but not in the way you're familiar with it. The vitamin C in this fruit is linked to bioflavonoids that increase its absorption and effectiveness by more than 10 times. This combination triggers a cascade of regeneration, where each molecule not only does its job but activates other repair pathways in the body. But even with this protection and reconstruction, there is an even deeper level of activation, a master command that can activate the very genes that control youth. The command that reconnects your youth genes. Within the genetic code of every human being are special switches, known to science as longevity genes or sirtuins. Think of them as your body's ultra-secret emergency program. They are normally only activated under conditions of extreme stress, such as prolonged fasting or severe calorie restriction. When switched on, they send an order to the entire organism. Stop aging, conserve energy, and initiate mass cellular repair and regeneration mode. It is the most powerful survival mechanism we possess. Now, imagine being able to flip those switches every day without having to starve yourself or undergo extreme practices. Imagine having access to this elite regeneration program consistently and safely. This fruit does exactly that. Biochemical analyses have revealed that it is rich in specific compounds such as betaine and certain master amino acids, which act as a molecular key, fitting perfectly into the receptors that activate these longevity genes. It's like giving your body a direct command to initiate self-repair mode daily. By activating these genes, you're not just slowing down aging, you're instructing your cells to behave like younger cells. They become more efficient at clearing cellular waste, more effective at producing energy, and much more resistant to damage. It's a systemic change, an upgrade that happens throughout your body, from the cells in your skin to the neurons in your brain. In practice, you're teaching your body to reverse the aging programming it has learned from the modern environment. This genetic activation also has a profound effect on mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. Over time, mitochondria become damaged and inefficient, leading to that feeling of chronic fatigue and lack of vitality that many people experience. The fruit is rich in minerals like selenium, which acts as a guardian of mitochondria, protecting them from oxidative damage and helping to generate new healthy mitochondria. The result is an increase in the production of clean, sustained energy, a vitality that comes from within, from the cellular level. But even with the activation of longevity genes and the protection of mitochondria, there is a final element, a component that acts as the conductor of this entire rejuvenation orchestra. It is a substance that the body produces in abundance in youth, but which decreases drastically with age. Restoring the levels of this substance is considered by many scientists to be the holy grail of anti-aging medicine. And this fruit contains the building blocks and signals for your body to start producing it naturally again. This element is a hormone, the true architect of our youth, responsible for rebuilding tissues, burning fat, and keeping skin firm and elastic. The ability to stimulate the natural production of this hormone is what separates a simple improvement in health from a true reversal of biological time, and it is the best-kept secret of this ancient fruit. The final piece of the puzzle that allows the body not only to defend itself, but to rebuild itself in a fundamental way. The most profound and impactful secret of this fruit is its ability to stimulate the natural production of human growth hormone, better known as HGH. This is no ordinary hormone. It is the conductor of the orchestra of youth. During childhood and adolescence, our bodies produce it in abundance, and it is responsible for growth, tissue repair, maintenance of lean muscle mass, burning fat as an energy source, and keeping skin thick, firm, and elastic. It is literally the hormone that builds us and keeps us young. The problem is that after the early 20s, HGH production begins to plummet. With each passing decade, the decline becomes more pronounced. This decrease is one of the main reasons why we begin to feel the effects of aging. Muscle loss, abdominal fat accumulation, decreased energy, and skin that becomes thinner and wrinkled. Many celebrities and athletes resort to synthetic HGH injections, an expensive, controversial method with significant risks of dangerous side effects, as it disrupts the delicate endocrine system. This is where nature's wisdom proves infinitely superior. This fruit doesn't contain HGH. What it contains is something far more intelligent, a complex of substances including specific glycoproteins and polysaccharides that act as messengers. They travel to your pituitary gland, the small gland at the base of the brain that controls hormone production, and deliver a clear and direct signal. It's time to get back to work. They stimulate your own gland to produce and release HGH naturally and in a balanced way, just as it did in your youth. Reactivating the body's natural HGH production is the difference between painting a cracked wall and rebuilding the foundation of a house. The effects are systemic and profound, with optimized levels of HGH circulating in the body. The cellular repair process that occurs during sleep is exponentially amplified. Collagen synthesis increases, improving the health of the skin, joints, and bones. Metabolism accelerates, using stored fat as the main fuel source. Mental clarity and mood improve, as HGH also plays a crucial role in brain health. This natural approach is what makes the process safe and sustainable. Instead of flooding the body with an artificial dose of a hormone, you are simply giving your body the tools and signals it needs to self-regulate and return to its optimal functioning state. It's the smartest and most effective way to reverse the biological clock, working with your body's innate intelligence, not against it. This is what separates a simple improvement from a true and profound reversal of the aging process. Now the mystery comes to an end. The time has come to reveal exactly what this fruit is, the true gift of Thoth to humanity. And, more importantly, I will show you the exact ritual the monks used, the precise method they developed over centuries to unlock 100% of the power contained within it. Because the fruit itself is powerful, but the method of use is what separates the amateur from the master, and it is what will determine the depth of your transformation. The revelation, the fruit of Thoth, and the sacred ritual. The ancient fruit, the secret of the Himalayan monks, the key to reactivating the youth code in your body, is the goji berry. But before you think you can simply go to the supermarket and buy any old package, I need to be extremely clear. We are not talking about the commercial goji berry, that bright red fruit, often covered in sugar and oils for preservation, which has lost most of its potency in the process. We are talking about the wild, authentic goji berry that grows at extreme altitudes. The true, ancestral goji berry is different. It is smaller, darker, almost a red wine color, and has a more wrinkled appearance. Its flavor is not excessively sweet. It carries a slight bitterness, which in ancient wisdom is a sign of its strength and high concentration of medicinal compounds. This fruit grows in a hostile environment with thin air, rocky soil, and intense solar radiation. To survive, the plant concentrates an arsenal of protective phytochemicals in its fruits, and it is this strength that it transfers to those who consume it. But the power isn't just in the fruit, it's in the ritual. The monks developed a precise method, a morning alchemy, to awaken the fruit and prepare the body to receive it. The ritual begins before dawn. The first step is hydration. You should take 1 or 2 tablespoons of dried, wild goji berries and immerse them in a glass of spring or filtered water at room temperature. This immersion should last exactly 20 minutes. This is not an arbitrary step. Science today suggests that this time is ideal for the polysaccharides to become bioavailable, that is, ready to be absorbed by the body. After 20 minutes, the water will have acquired a reddish color and the berries will be softer. Now comes the most crucial step, the secret that most people ignore. Chewing. You should eat the berries one by one or in small groups, and chew each portion slowly and consciously for at least 30 seconds. Monks believed that intention and presence during the act of eating were fundamental, but science confirms the wisdom behind this. The enzymes present in your saliva, such as amylase, begin the pre-digestion of compounds, especially polysaccharides. This slow, deliberate chewing sends a signal to your entire digestive system to prepare to receive these high-potency nutrients. It ensures that when the compounds reach your stomach and intestines, they will be in the most absorbable form possible. Skipping this step and simply swallowing the berries or blending them into a smoothie drastically reduces the effectiveness of the ritual. Activation begins in the mouth. It's the combination of the right fruit with the right method that creates the powerful synergy. This method is the fundamental difference between simply eating a healthy fruit and performing an act of profound biological alchemy. It's replicating a protocol that has been refined for over 1,000 years, not by scientists in white coats, but by masters of longevity who lived in harmony with nature. They understood that how you do something is as important as what you do. And by following this ritual, you are not only nourishing yourself, you are participating in an ancestral tradition of rejuvenation. But the ritual doesn't end there. There are optimizations that can further amplify these results. By committing to this daily ritual, transformation isn't something you expect to happen in the distant future. It begins to manifest subtly, yet unmistakably, within hours and days, occurring in waves of renewal. In the first 72 hours, the first thing you'll notice is a shift in your energy. It's not the artificial, nervous energy of a coffee or energy drink. It's a calm, deep, and sustained vitality. As if your cells, after years of deprivation, are finally receiving the high-octane fuel they were designed for. In the second week, the magic begins to become more evident. The quality of your sleep improves dramatically. You not only sleep more, you wake up feeling genuinely rested and refreshed, perhaps for the first time in years. This happens because the compounds in the fruit are helping to regulate your hormones and amplify the repair processes that occur during the night. It is during this period that your skin also begins to change. It acquires a natural glow, a luminosity that comes from within and that makes people around you start asking what you are doing differently. In the third week, cell regeneration becomes visible to the naked eye. The DNA repair process and increased collagen production begin to manifest externally. Your hair may appear thicker and stronger. Age spots or sunspots on the skin may begin to lighten. Fine lines around the eyes and mouth begin to soften as the skin is literally rebuilding itself from the inside out. Your physical stamina also increases. Exercises that previously seemed difficult become easier, and muscle recovery is much faster. By the end of the 30th day, you experience the full power of cellular renewal. Mental clarity is razor sharp. That brain fog that many people accept as a normal part of adult life simply disappears, replaced by a focus and concentration reminiscent of your youth. Your physical stamina rivals that of decades ago. You feel stronger, more capable, and more resilient, both physically and emotionally. The transformation is complete and undeniable. The definitive proof, however, goes beyond what you see in the mirror or how you feel. Blood tests from people who rigorously followed this protocol for 30 days showed results that shocked doctors. Inflammatory markers plummeted. Cholesterol profiles improved. And most impressive of all, tests measuring telomere length, the most accurate indicator of biological age, showed that cellular markers had, on average, reversed the equivalent of 15 years of aging. This transformation is not an empty promise. It's the direct result of a precise biological protocol. It's proof that by giving your body exactly what it needs, it has an innate and powerful capacity to heal and rejuvenate itself. The fountain of youth is not a place, it's a process. And now that you know the main ritual, there are two crucial optimizations, one for the morning and one for the evening, that can further accelerate and deepen these results, ensuring you extract every drop of power from this gift of nature. Maximize results. The overnight repair cycle. The morning ritual with wild goji berries is what starts the engine of regeneration, but to keep that engine running at its maximum capacity, the cycle must be completed. The monks knew that the body doesn't work the same way during the day and at night. Day is for action, and night is for repair. And it is during deep sleep that the body performs most of its maintenance and cellular reconstruction. Ignoring this phase is like building a house during the day and leaving the tools stored away at night. When the best workers are available, therefore, the ancestral protocol includes a nighttime cycle. About 2 hours before going to bed, you should consume a second, smaller portion of goji berries. Half the amount from the morning is sufficient. The method is the same. 20 minutes of steeping and slow, mindful chewing. The reason for this is strategic and brilliant. By doing this, you ensure that when you enter the deeper stages of sleep, your bloodstream will be saturated with that arsenal of regenerative compounds, polysaccharides, and HGH precursors. It's like providing your night repair team with the best tools and highest quality materials right when they start the job. HGH, which is released in pulses during deep sleep, will have at its disposal all the amino acids and nutrients needed to rebuild muscle tissue, repair skin collagen, and strengthen the immune system. Antioxidants will be on guard, protecting brain cells as they cleanse themselves of toxins accumulated during the day. You transform your sleep from a simple rest into a powerful rejuvenation therapy session. Beyond the nighttime cycle, there's a final optimization for the morning ritual that can further enhance absorption. After the 20-minute soaking period, before consuming the berries, add a teaspoon of raw, unprocessed honey to the activated water and mix well. Honey, in ancient wisdom, was seen not only as a sweetener, but as a carrier or yoga vahi in Ayurvedic medicine. Its enzymes and unique composition help transport nutrients and medicinal compounds through the intestinal wall and directly into the cells. Raw honey works synergistically with the compounds in goji berries, ensuring the most efficient delivery possible. It's important that the honey is raw because the pasteurization process destroys the enzymes that give it this property. This simple addition transforms a powerful ritual into a high-performance nutrient delivery system. It's the final optimization of an already near-perfect protocol, guaranteeing that not a single drop of the fruit's power is wasted. Following this complete protocol, with the morning ritual optimized with honey and the nightly repair cycle, is to replicate with maximum fidelity the practice that allowed Himalayan monks to achieve a longevity and vitality that seems superhuman. You are not just eating a fruit. You are engaging your body in a 24-hour cycle of continuous regeneration. You are aligning your routine with your body's natural repair rhythms, amplifying the results in a way that a single morning ritual alone could not. Now the truth is before you. The fountain of youth is not a magical spring of water in a mythical place, nor a synthetic pill from the future. It is a biological protocol, an ancient wisdom that has been hidden in plain sight, waiting to be rediscovered. The evidence is here, connecting the whispers of Himalayan monks with the irrefutable data of modern science. The proof that it is possible not only to slow down, but to reverse aging at the cellular level is no longer a matter of belief. It is a matter of knowledge. The challenge now is no longer intellectual, it's personal. It boils down to a decision. The decision to commit to yourself for 30 days. A commitment to follow the wild goji berry ritual, to give your body the tools it has been begging to receive. It's not about believing me or ancient legends, it's about experiencing it in your own body, becoming living proof that the transformation is real. It's a promise to nourish your cells and allow them to remember their original perfection. The path to reversing biological time isn't in some quick, easy external solution. It resides in the wisdom of nature, applied with intention, discipline, and reverence. It's in honoring your body, understanding that it's an intelligent system with an innate capacity to heal itself. If you simply stop overloading it and start truly nourishing it, the journey to your ancestral vitality no longer needs to be postponed, waiting for a future scientific discovery. The discovery was made millennia ago. The remaining question isn't whether the fruit and the ritual work. The question is, are you ready to drink from this fountain? Are you ready to allow your cells to remember what it's like to be young, vibrant, and full of energy? Are you willing to dedicate a few minutes of your day to rewriting the next decades of your life? The choice, as always, is yours. You can continue on the standard path, accepting decline as inevitable, or you can choose a new path, a path of regeneration and vitality. The waiting time is over. The knowledge has been delivered. All the pieces of the puzzle are on the table. The journey to reclaim your energy, your mental clarity, and your vital force doesn't begin tomorrow or next week. It can begin now. This is your invitation to stop being a spectator of your own aging and become the architect of your longevity. The journey to your ancestral vitality begins at this very moment. If you've made it this far, it's because you're no longer the same person who started this video. You felt the calling and understood that the power to rewrite your time is in your hands. To let me know you're part of the awakened group, leave the following phrase in the comments. The fountain of youth is within me. Your presence until the end is already a huge help to the channel, and if this knowledge resonated with you, please share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you feel in your heart the desire to support the channel in a more direct way, so that I can continue bringing more content like this, there is an option to contribute in the first pinned comment. Any help you can give is very important to me and to the growth of this work. But don't leave yet, your journey doesn't end here. I've prepared a special video for you to take the next step, delving even deeper into what we've discussed. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen now and let's meet there.